Hey Finance Fam, Nikki here. If you're new here, I'm a certified financial planner and my goal is to help you crush your financial goals. So go ahead and hit subscribe so that you don't miss future videos. I have to start this video out with a warning. Warning. This video may elicit a lot of feels. Maybe some good feels if you're on the right track with your money. Maybe some bad feels if some of what I say may apply to you today. But I have good news. This is a judgment-free zone. And although I may give you some tough love from time to time, know that it's because I love you and I believe in you. A lot of people in America struggle with money for a variety of reasons. But in today's video, I'm going to cover 5 main things that are ruining your finances. The first thing ruining your finances is, you guessed it, high interest debts. I'm talking about basically any debt with an interest rate over 7%. The general rule of thumb is any rate above a mortgage rate or a student loan rate would be considered in the high interest rate category. I came up with 7% because that is the average market return after inflation. So if your debt is higher than this, I consider this in the high interest category. Your returns become somewhat of a moot point, and your debt can really begin to compound against you if you're not mindful about your interest rate. People don't realize that the $1,000 that they charge to their credit cards can take way longer to pay off than they think. Here's some perspective. Say you went ham on a Caribbean cruise to Mexico and racked up $1,000 of pina coladas on the boat. That's a lot of pina coladas, isn't it? Say your credit card interest rate is 20%. Yes, credit card rates can be this high. If you just pay a $30 minimum payment every month, it's going to take you a whopping 4 years to pay this $1,000 charge off. Also, in addition to the $1,000 you charged up, you're going to pay about $470 in interest. So for the love of pina coladas, please pay down those high interest debts. The second thing that could be destroying your finances is the wrong asset allocation in your investment portfolio. Or even worse, not being invested at all and having everything sitting in cash. Someone go get a beer and pour one out for the IRAs that are sitting in cash, please. Okay, I'll get into the IRA cash in a minute. Here's the deal. You need to think about 2 things when you're investing. Consider your goals, where you are in life, and how much money you need to be investing to achieve those goals. And then you have to think about your risk tolerance to get to the right allocation for you. If you have a high risk tolerance, you're young, and your investment accounts are in a conservative portfolio of lower risk bonds, you may not be invested correctly, and your expected returns may not get you to the finish line. This can go the other way around as well. Someone being super conservative closer to their retirement years and YOLOing a portfolio heavily weighted towards stocks, that might not be such a great idea. Okay, next is the investment accounts sitting in cash. Many people are mistaken that just putting money in an IRA account is enough. Well, not only do you have to deposit the money into the account, but you have to do the most important step. Tell the money where to go so that it's actively working in the market. This happens a ton with self-employed individuals too. Their accountants tell them to open an IRA and contribute for the tax savings, but a lot of the time, people doing this don't realize it's up to them to either invest it themselves or hire somebody to invest it for them. Nowadays, we have things called robo-advisors, which basically invest your money for you. They do it automatically, which is really cool. But some people may not have their account set up with a robo-advisor, and in that case, it's up to you. If you're lost on investing and have no idea where to start, no worries. I teach you from A to Z in my Finance Family community, which provides you with a training program and live Q&A classes. Check it out in the show notes below. The third thing destroying your finances might be your expensive car. I gotta tell you, it's nice to drive around a fresh new whip. That new car smell, But I come across a lot of people whose car payments are eating up massive amounts of their net monthly income, and it's leaving them a lot less room to focus on things like paying off debt and investing. According to Experian, the average car payment for a new vehicle is $554 a month, and the average for a used car is $391. Think about your car payment as a percentage of your income. What does that look like? The ideal consumer debt ratio, including your car payment, ideally shouldn't be over 20%. The fourth thing that can destroy your finances is letting the little things add up. Let's take Uber Eats or other takeout apps, for example. How the F did my $7 sandwich become a $15 bill? How? I've looked at this inside and out, and depending on which app you use and your order size, you could be looking at your final bill being anywhere from 40 to 100% higher due to using these apps. Some apps make you pay the same delivery fee no matter the order size, so that can end up being a big percentage of your total food costs. I'm not saying don't use them, because I use them. If you can afford to, by all means, delivery app away. But what I am saying is if your finances are in a precarious state and you can't seem to get ahead, you may want to avoid these apps like the plague. Other things add up too, like not paying attention to subscription services that you don't even use, or avoiding grocery shopping every week, which leaves you doing takeout all of the time. Little things do add up. Be mindful, pay attention. Track where your money is going so that you can maximize that cash flow. Cash isn't king, cash flow is king. The fifth thing destroying your finances is not believing in yourself or that it's too late for you. Guess what? You listened to this whole video, which means you're interested in money and bettering your finances. Go you. Sometimes it takes someone lighting a fire up under that booty, but you've got this. So to recap, the 5 things that can destroy your finances are 1, high interest debts. 2, not being properly invested or having your IRA sitting in cash. 3, having an expensive car. 4, letting the little things add up. Pay attention. And 5, not believing in yourself or thinking that it's too late for you. You've got this. All right, finance fam, that's all that I have for you today. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you found this helpful. And do me a favor, share this with a friend or a family member who you think could learn something to help them. Until next time. Whew, give me a minute on that one.
You hot?
No, that was part of it.
Oh.